Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Alexa Ray Joel. A voice, a legacy, and a life carved on her own terms. Alexa Ray Joel has spent most of her life in the glow of two legendary names. Yet she has steadily shaped a musical identity that is unmistakably hers. Born December 29, 1985, in New York City, she is the daughter of two cultural icons. Singer-songwriter Billy Joel and model-actress Christie Brinkley. With that lineage, expectations were sky-high from day one. But Alexa's journey has always leaned more toward authenticity than spectacle. Early life and artistic roots. Music was part of Alexa's world long before she stepped on a stage. Growing up, she was often by her father's side in the studio, absorbing songwriting, arranging, and the emotional mechanics of performance. Her mother, meanwhile, offered a different artistic influence, style, poise, and an eye for visual storytelling. Together, those elements shaped Alexa's creative personality, emotional depth plus a flair for expressive presentation. From a young age she gravitated toward the piano, writing her own songs as a teenager. That mix of melodic instinct and poetic lyricism became her trademark. A career built on emotional honesty. Alexa Ray Joel's music lives in that cozy intersection of jazz, pop, and soul. Her 2006 EP Sketches showcased her smoky vocals and introspective writing, filled with themes of heartbreak, healing, and self-understanding. Rather than chasing chart hits, she followed a more intimate path, performing in smaller venues, cabaret spaces, and iconic New York rooms like the Café Carlyle. Her live shows are where her artistry shines brightest. Alexa delivers songs with a confessional rawness, often telling personal stories between sets, blending humor and sincerity in a way that pulls the audience right into her world. Finding identity beyond famous parents. Being the daughter of two celebrities brings both privilege and pressure. Alexa has spoken openly about overcoming insecurity, navigating public scrutiny, and learning to define herself outside her parents' achievements. That vulnerability shows up in her lyrics, which often explore mental health, self-image, and empowerment. Rather than distancing herself from her roots, she embraces them while carving her own lane. She's collaborated with her father on stage and occasionally shares moments of their warm musical chemistry, but she remains fiercely independent in her creative choices. Personal life and present focus. Alexa continues to evolve as an artist, working on new material while maintaining a strong presence in New York's live music scene. She also uses her platform for causes close to her heart, including mental health awareness and body positivity advocacy. Though she's not the type to chase viral fame or constant headlines, Alexa Ray Joel maintains a loyal fanbase drawn to her sincerity. She is the kind of artist who blooms steadily, year by year, revealing new layers rather than reinventing herself in sudden bursts. A legacy all her own. Alexa Ray Joel stands as proof that having famous parents doesn't define your destiny. What defines her is a voice rich with emotion, songwriting steeped in honesty, and a commitment to living life authentically. She inherited talent, yes, but the artistry? That's entirely hers. Alexa Ray Joel, the heartfelt musician growing gracefully in a spotlight she never asked for. Alexa Ray Joel has one of those names that feels instantly recognizable, partly because she was born into fame, and partly because she has spent years quietly cultivating a voice that stands on its own. The daughter of superstar Billy Joel and supermodel Christie Brinkley, Alexa has been in the public eye from the moment she arrived. Still, her artistic journey has been far more intimate than glamorous. Shaped by emotional honesty and a deep love for songwriting rather than the celebrity swirl around her. A childhood framed by art, growing up in a home filled with creativity. Alexa was surrounded by pianos, notebooks, paintbrushes, cameras, and the rhythm of constant artistic expression. She wasn't just watching her parents work, she was absorbing their habits. Her father taught her that melody isn't just sound, it's storytelling. Her mother showed her that presence and aesthetic can be a form of emotional communication. That unique combination helped Alexa develop a kind of artistic intuition that feels old soul despite her modern sensibilities. She began composing music early, experimenting on the piano, turning teenage emotions into lyrics, and slowly shaping her own artistic language. The music, soulful, jazzy, and vulnerably real, while her father's influence is undeniable. Alexa's sound is distinct. She leans into jazz phrasing, relaxed soul tones, and a warm, smoky vocal texture that makes even her happiest songs feel grounded. She's never been in a rush to release large commercial albums. Instead, she shares her music in carefully crafted EPs, singles, and deeply personal live performances. Her songs often explore heartbreak that lingers, the slow process of rebuilding confidence, identity, and self-worth, the bittersweet edges of love. Critics often point out that her writing style resembles a diary put to music. She tells stories not because they're polished, but because they're true. The stage is her safe place where some singers thrive on stadium-sized crowds. Alexa shines in intimate, candlelit rooms where the piano is close enough to touch. Her regular performances at the legendary Café Carlyle in New York City have become something of a signature. These shows feel like quiet evenings with a friend who sings her truths straight from the heart. Fans love her for that intimacy. She jokes with the audience, shares fragments of her life, talks about writer's block, heartbreak, or the weirdness of being a celebrity's kid. It's not performance as spectacle, it's connection. Growing up under public scrutiny, while Alexa was undoubtedly privileged, she also inherited the kind of pressure that can warp a person. She has spoken openly about anxiety, self-esteem struggles, and the difficulty of constantly being compared to her famously stunning mother or her musically legendary father. But here's the thing, she didn't crumble. She grew, slowly, steadily, with a quiet resilience that now forms the backbone of her artistic voice. Her willingness to talk about mental health made her a relatable figure to young fans who see her vulnerability not as weakness but as courage. Romance, family ties, and the modern chapter. Alexa's personal life has kept a relatively low public profile, which feels refreshing in the age of oversharing. She remains close to both parents and often performs alongside Billy Joel in surprise moments during his concerts, where audiences get to see a sweet father-daughter bond that feels unfiltered and real. Her romantic journey includes long-term relationships and a notable engagement, but she tends to guard her privacy. What she does share publicly is often tender, thoughtful, and grounded in gratitude. Creative identity carved with intention. The most interesting thing about Alexa Ray Joel is how intentionally she has built her career. She doesn't chase viral hits or algorithm trends. She doesn't try to reinvent herself every year. Instead, she creates when she feels ready. She performs where she feels connected. She speaks about things that matter to her. In a world obsessed with speed, her slow-blooming artistry is almost revolutionary. Why Alexa matters. Not every artist needs to dominate the charts to have cultural value. Alexa Ray Joel represents the quieter side of fame, the kind that grows through emotional truth rather than global spectacle. She is a musician with genuine soul, a woman who has faced insecurity and come out stronger, a performer who invites audiences into a warm, honest space, an artist who respects tradition but writes her own path, a legacy that feels personal for all the weight that her last name carries. Alexa doesn't exist in her parents' shadow. She exists in her own light, steady and sincere. Her music isn't trying to overwhelm you, it's trying to reach you. And that might just be the most authentic legacy anyone could ask for. A deeper look into Alexa Ray Joel's quiet strength.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.